how to clean your sexual body of the negative energy due to sexual intercourse, rape, sexual abuse, narcissistic abuse. Easy. Sovereignty. Transcending the savior, abuser, victim dynamic. So this is the reality of the old earth we came here to clean and transcend. This is why cutting the cords sometimes doesn't help on a long term, because we still keep this dynamic. I'm the victim, they are the abuser, the sword or whatever instrument is the savior. It will cut the cord. Our focus is still on them, not on us. So getting all your focus back to yourself, on your needs, on what you have to do, on your dreams, your objectives, your soul mission, keeps you out of this dynamic, keeps you motivated out of this dynamic. So first, we have to accept different perspectives on this earth. First, we have to accept our own perspective, right? This is my perspective. You don't have to believe that, you don't have to like that, but it's my perspective. And also respecting other perspectives, allowing them to exist. Why? Because the belief system is just, an experience, a box. It's not the expansion of the soul. So getting attached to all these beliefs and fighting them and trying to convince someone of your perspective keeps you in this material world of fight or flight. And when you detach and you just accept your perspective right now as what you need to experience, and you trust that what you experience is exactly for you to experience, and you allow others to experience their reality, you are free of manipulation. So placing the focus on yourself. What does it mean for you? How does self-love feel? How do you want to express yourself? What are your gifts you want to offer to others? What is your mission? How did you grow and transform through all trauma, all old patterns, and became this butterfly? What do you have to show to this world? Who you are. So keep the focus on yourself, because your soul, God, is within yourself. Trust me, you don't need anyone to be happy. Yet, you attract many happy people in your life because you are happy. So, bringing back all your attention to yourself, what do you do daily? Please think about this. What do you do daily for yourself? What do you have to do daily for yourself so that you can shine your gifts? Okay? Also, we have sacred circles. This is an amazing safe space and place for you to come and see through the mirroring your own projections without being judged, blamed, or shamed. This helps us to end all these trauma bonding relationships, because they also have the role to mirror you your own projections, but it's addictive. It's if the other person is not on the same page with you, it can become this abusive relationship, right? Sexual abuse, narcissistic abuse, and so on. So in the circle, we heal ourselves. We transcend this dynamic, being supported by the co-created energy of all. So I am a host of Sacred Circles, and if you want to join our Telegram groups to support you through transcending sexual abuse, send me a message. It's totally free. The support group is free for you to connect and share your own experience in safety and love. So we also move our body through light language, through feeling our body, through intuitive movement, and we move that energy. Celery juice on an empty stomach every day. It is simple as that, yet supporting the physical body does miracles. More raw fruits, more raw juices, more raw vegetables. As much as you can tolerate and love and adore in your life. So the lifestyle doesn't have to be a fight. It has to be adorable, like you are. Okay. Also, releasing trauma memory from the body. Here we are wanting someone to save us. Going into these codependent relationships. Why? Because there is someone inside of us, a part of us, which was formed through trauma, an extreme traumatic event. I know that you went through an extreme traumatic event because I work with people who experienced a lot of trauma. So, releasing that trauma from the body annihilates that part that wants a savior, someone outside of yourself to save you. Okay, and this will place you into your own power, into your own sovereignty. I am offering Mana Quantum Leap sessions to transcend sexual trauma and explore your own sexual energy and Kundalini rising or expressing because it's always moving. Okay, but also you can choose many other sessions, family constellations, breath work, and many more. We are so blessed right now on earth because we have so many instruments. It's not an option right now on this ascension plane anymore. Because all this old earth karma comes to the surface to be clean. So we need as much support as we can accept. So please take care of yourself and be in this state of growth, right? Be in this state of growth. Okay, third, getting out of the denial. So people who experienced intense trauma and sexual trauma tend to create fantasies around the situation or a human being. They tend to put a human being on a pedestal. And they don't see the abusive behavior. They have high abuse tolerance. We usually have to have our needs met equally in a relationship. When only one benefits, that's not okay. A student of psychotherapy told me a few years ago, you know what is quite dangerous? When people see someone as being a king in shining armor, but in reality he is fucking his goats in the backyard. So what does it mean? It means that we project our qualities on someone else, but in the same time our subconscious trauma will project too. the fucking goats, okay? Being in sacred circles and working on that trauma, being in sessions and working on the trauma to release it from the body, to release it from the subconscious, creates a good place for you to avoid such relationships. Also define your relationships. What do you want from your relationships? Because if you are fine with this type of projections, this is fine. This is your experience. But if you are not okay with tolerating abuse, you have to define what you want in your life. What are your needs? So for me, it's reciprocity, being seen, being loved, being validated, being. You know, I love myself so much that I will not allow anyone to harm me. Also, I really, really enjoy sacred sexuality and going deeper in my own levels of sacred sexuality and Kundalini rising. So this is the partner I want. I don't want superficiality. Okay? So it is fine if people experience superficiality, but it is not okay for me. This is not what I want to attract in my life. And the list goes on, but I love myself so much that, you know, my freedom is so important, my soul evolution is so important that I don't want in my life all this trauma bonding. I've said goodbye to it. So this is my truth. And this is my truth. What is your truth? How do you want to feel in your relationships? Do you want to feel drained, angry, or do you want to exude all this goodness and be that butterfly that you are? So, going to the exercise at the end, if you have in your space right now people who hook you energetically to drain your life force, I will bring an exercise. Just stay tuned. So here is the exercise if you cannot go fully no contact. There are people who have layers of trauma, healed trauma, and they don't want to heal. They are fine with how they are, and we have to respect their reality. So what does it mean? It means that their soul is not fully in their body, and their body becomes a host to different energies. And as a sensitive soul, you can see and perceive that. Transcend your fear, first of all, transcend your fear. And then, when they trigger you, it's usually fear or anger that they trigger. You can feel how your energy starts leaking towards their field, how your life force starts leaking to their field. So they trigger you not in the manner we do in the sacred circles. In the sacred circles, we have a safe container, and all the persons in the circle hold this centered energy. No, you will feel it differently. You will feel drained. You will feel exhausted. Some even say and see holes in the aura of an empath. So if you can't go no contact, this is what you can do. Breathe deeply. Because your body will go into the fight or flight. So when you breathe deeply, your nervous system relaxes. Movement, go with slow movement. If they ask you something, you don't have to respond immediately. You can breathe and just not respond. And sometimes you will observe that they don't even notice that. So please bring your focus to yourself. Breathe. Then observe how the energy is moving. Observe what they are saying. What are your fears? And just breathe and be aware of your body. Rather than going into fight or flight, which will make you maybe jump out of the body, bring back into the body your soul. It's like a meditation. I know it's tough. I've done it many times. It's tough, I know. But this is an exercise so that you can master your own power in a fight or flight reaction. You can reprogram it easily with exercise. So also keeping a journal, and you can write down everything that they triggered, your fear, your anger, and so on, and just keep looking where can you work with it and release from your body the trauma. This is the work you do alone on yourself. So this is the exercise. I hope it helps you. If you need my support, I am here for Mana Quantum Leap sessions to support you to release trauma memory from the body with your full awareness, with your full consciousness, so that you can be the master of your own energetic field and your own quantum leaps.